Hello everyone. So today I am going to explain lecture number 3, module number 1, that is introduction. Before start with this lecture, we take a review of previous lecture. In previous lecture, we introduced the concept of network hardware. The first computer network are designed with the hardware as the main concern, and then we go through the network software. This strategy is no longer works. Network software is now highly structured. In following section, we are examining the network software highly structured. So let us begin with the network software. So before this start with the lecture, we take a recap of previous lecture. In previous lecture, we discuss about the network hardware, what is mean by LAN, then network hardware component, different types of network hardware component, then different media which will be seen in previous lecture, as well as how the network hardware elements are differ from each other. Then network software. So network software is highly structured, and they are we can explain the network software in the highly structured technique in terms of following points: protocol hierarchies, design issues for the layers, then connection oriented and connection less services, services and primitives, relationship between services and protocols. So with the help of this point, we define the network software. Which points? Protocol hierarchies, design issues for the layers, connection oriented and connectionless services, services primitives, relation between services and protocols. Protocol hierarchies, we can define protocol are nothing but the set of rules which define how to communicate over a network. So how to data exchange between two hosts which are connected by network, that can be exchange the data, how the data will be transferred from one host to another, that can be defined by the protocol. To reduce the design complexity, most networks are organized as a stack of layers or levels. So stack means the plates are arranged in one above another. So that is called as a stack of layers or levels. Each one built upon one of the below. The number of layers, the name of each layer contains of each layer, the function of each layer differ from the network to network. The purpose of each layer is often certain services to the higher layers, then provide the shielding those layers from the details how the offer services are actually implemented. In essence, each layer is kind of virtual machine offering a certain services to the above layer. So that is called as a protocol hierarchies. The main objective of this protocol hierarchy is to define the functions from layer to layer, how the data will be transmitted from one layer to another layer, and how to protect the data from one layer to another layer. That can be implemented in the form of protocol hierarchies. That is called as a protocol hierarchy. So if we observe in a figure, there is a 5-layer model which will be insulated in figure number 1. So here layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4, layer 5. So whenever the data is passing from layer 1 to layer 2, there is an interface and some services which how the data will be exchanged between layer 1 and 2, that is can be defined by the interface 1 by 2. Same will be for layer 2, 3, for 3, 4, 4, 5, all this. So we can define a set of rules from each layer, how to data will be exchanged. And some services will be offered from layer 1 to layer 2, that is in the form of interfacing. Then we go to the design issues for each layer. So design issue which each layer, some key design issues occur, computer will come in the layer after layer. So every layer needs to be mechanism identifying the sender and receiver. So whenever the data will be comes from source to destination, from lower layer to the upper layer, so there is a mechanism which type of data will be received or which type of data will be sent. The set of design decision concerned with the rules that data transfer. So design issue with the layer in the form of reliability, error control, error detection, flow control in terms of this. So reliability is the design issue of making the network that operates correctly even though it is made up of collection of components like unreliable. Think about the bit packet traveling through network. There is a chance some of these bits will be received or damaged during the transmission over a network from sender to receiver. That time reliability is very low. So that is one of the issue which is related. Then error control is also important issue because the physical communication circuit are not perfect. So whenever the data will be transmitted, some bits will be changed from 0 to 1 and 1 to 0. So there is a mechanism that is to be error control. Some noise will be added over a network when the data is will be transmitted. Then flow control. Then how the data will be transmission speed and how the data will be received at a speed that can be defined by the each layer. So flow control, how to keep fast sender from the swapping to the slower with the data. According to the occupied space or bandwidth, the flow control can be arranged by the sender between the receiver. That can be issue also related with the design. Then also there is a mechanism that is addressing, then quality of service, congestion, flow control. These issues are related to the layers design the during. So we can explain here design issue in terms of quality of service, flow control, error control, reliability, then confidentiality, authentication, integrity, all these terms. Then connection oriented. Here we define how the connection will be established between host to computer in terms of two. First one is the connection oriented and second one is a connectionless. Layers can be two different types of services layer above. One is a connection oriented and second one is a connectionless. Connection oriented service is a model after telephone system. To talk someone, you pick a phone, dial a number, talk and then hang up. Similarly, using connection oriented network service first establish the connection, use the connection, then release the connection. So establish perfect connection is like a tube. So connection oriented system is service first establish connection setup, then release. So connection oriented services after is an example of telephone system. So there is 100% surety to transmit the data without error. Okay, so that is connection oriented. So there is a fixed path between from host to from sender to receiver. That is, this type of connection is called as connection oriented network services. Then second is connectionless. The best example is postal system. The connectionless service is modeled after postal system. Each message carries a full destination address. and each one is routed through intermediate nodes inside the system, and the route is is independently. So in connectionless service there is a no fixed route. So best example, Indian postal system. So if I want to send a letter from Ratnagiri to Nagpur, there is a no fixed route. If we send this letter to the postal system, it will be follow the path from Kolhapur, Pune, or Aurangabad to the Nagpur, or it follow the path from Ratnagiri, Mumbai, and Nagpur. So different way can be choose by the network. So there is a no fixed path in connectionless services. So that is the difference between connection oriented service and connectionless service. Here the data will be not surety to receive 100%. So in connection oriented there is a surety to complete receive the data 100%. So that is the connectionless and connection oriented services. So some of the examples, different types of services in the form of connection oriented service and connectionless. For example, reliable message stream. Example is a sequence of pages. Reliable byte stream, remote login. Unreliable connection, digitized voice. That is the examples of connection oriented service. Then connectionless services, unreliable datagram, electronic junk mail, acknowledge datagram, register mail, request and reply, database query. That is the example of connectionless service. Then we go to the services primitives. So what is meant by primitives? Primitives are nothing but the operations. A service is formally specified by the set of primitives, nothing but the operation available to user to process to access the services. So the set of primitives are available to the user to access the services which is offered by each layer. These primitives tell the services to perform some perform action or report to an action taken by the peer entity. The set of primitives available depends on the nature of the services being provided. For example, nature of services, error control is a service offered by the some layers. So which type of services are often implemented during the correction oriented services? Listen, block waiting, incoming connection, connected, establish the connection for waiting, receive, block waiting for the incoming message, send a message to the peer, disconnected, the terminate connection. So these are the operations during perform the network establishment. So 5 services primitives which implemented a simple connection oriented service. There is a simple diagram. Insulate the packet is sent a simple client server interaction between connection oriented in the form of services. This is a client machine, this is a server machine. So call system, client process, here is server process. So first will be connect the request, then after acknowledgement, then request the data, then reply. After successfully data received, it will be disconnected from both the sides. So this is the services, or this is the primitives which are offered in the form of services. So primitives are nothing but the operations like connect, acknowledgement, request the data, listen, disconnect. These are the some primitives. So what is the relation between your services and protocols? Services and protocols are two distinct concepts. All they are frequently confused. So remember, a service is a set of primitives or operations that layers provide to the layer above it. Service define what operation layers to be prepared to perform behalf of its user. but it says nothing at all about all these operations are implemented. So services are nothing but a set of operations, and services defines the operations layer to be prepared to perform on the behalf of its user, but nothing says all about these operations are implemented. The services related to interface between the two layers within a lower and being service provided to the upper layer. Then protocol. So what is meant by difference between? We ask the protocol and services. Protocol in contrast is a set of rules governing the format, meaning of the packet or message that can be exchanged between peer entities within a layer. So that is called as protocol. Entities use the protocol implement their services in definitions. In other words, service related to the interface between the layers insulated in figure 5. In contrast, the protocols are related to the packet sent between peer entities. So services are related to the interfacing between the layers, and protocols are related to the packet sent between the peer entities, different machines. So that is the difference between services and protocols. So if we observe, so this defines the service which is present between the layers, and protocols between present where the packet will be sent. So this is the figure insulate the relationship between services and protocols. So in this lecture we introduce the concept of network software in terms of protocol hierarchies, a design issue with the layer. Then we also define the service primitives, protocols, and relation between service and protocols. So I hope you better understanding the concept of network software. If any doubt, please call individually. Please share my video, like video, all these things, so we can stop here. Thank you.